Hello there. Just one thing before we get into the video. Please don't fill my comment section with comments about my red lips. I was in Madrid this weekend. The climate there is very, very dry and my lips are chapped. Yes, they're chapped. Let's just move on, okay? Nobody cares. Nobody. Okay, so a couple of weeks ago, I, like the cultural icebreaker I am, smashed my way through the zeitgeist once more to make a reaction video to this woman, Just Pearly Things.
Just lonely things over here, okay, without her man, okay?
Now, a number of people in the comments under that video that I made a few weeks ago about Just Lonely Things were not happy with my hot takes. Well, I'm sorry if you thought that I was some kind of based, red-pilled, macho alpha male. I'm sorry to shatter your illusions, but I'm actually a male ally. I'm a white knight, coming to the aid of you damsels in distress. No. You're welcome, ladies. I am, of course, joking. You see, the internet has once again led us into a false dichotomy. It's not as simple as either or. I shan't be pigeonholed. The internet would have you believe that we all have to be categorised into Andrew Tate's or Harry Styles's. Well, no. Just because I think that Just Pearly Things is a bit of a grifter doesn't make me any less of a, tough man. I'm not a cuttlefish.
Sure, Jan.
Look, my thing with Just Pearly Things is, right, it's not that I don't agree with anything she says ever. I loosely agree with a number of things that she has said, okay? But I just get griftery vibes from her, okay? What do I mean by that? I hear you, you're saying, Daniel, what do you mean? I just don't think she believes a lot of the stuff that she's saying, right? Basically, a couple of days ago, she made a video responding to all of these channels that are calling her out and trying to expose her and stuff. And again, it just felt like a load of bullshit, right? And let's take a look.
What kind of person makes hit pieces on their friends?
Oh, well, that is pathetic, Pearly. Trying to make me jealous by getting one of your paid henchmen to hold your pathetic gold plaque. Thinking it's going to make me jealous. Well, you've got another thing coming if you think that plaques and success are how I define myself. You're pathetic.
Is that a masculine thing to do?
Bro.
Is she questioning my masculinity? My lips are still quite chapped.
Do you know, I wonder if these reviewers would be happy if you didn't do podcasting anymore.
They would.
You reckon?
Yeah, no, I think they would. I think they're waiting for us to fail. That's what they want. That's what they want. That's why every time our views are lower, they're like, oh, look, she's falling off. Or every time, that's why do you think these reaction channels were offering my entire staff jobs? Which none of them took, but did they report on that? No. And why is it? Is it because they want me to succeed? No, they want me to fail, and they're bullies. All of them are bullies.
Now, if you want a really comprehensive breakdown of all of the crap that Just Pearly Things has come out with and then contradicted with the actions that she carries out in her own life, the way she lives her life, then you should go and watch this video, not my video, which is just the lazy me laughing at what the shit she's going to say in this video today. If you want a really comprehensive timeline video of all of the shit that she's done and said, and it's just so cringe and so fucking embarrassing to watch, just go and look at it. It's Brittany Venti. Shout out to her. She's done an absolutely amazing job of exposing Just Pearly Things. Now, the way I'm talking here would seem as though Just Pearly Things has a point, that we're all these sort of jealous, mad, obsessed reaction video makers that are that want to see her fail. I don't want to see Just Pearly Things fail. Believe me. As I said at the beginning of the video, there are plenty of things she says that I agree with, and the internet is big enough, YouTube is big enough for all of us to have a voice, to have an audience. I am not losing any sleep over the fact that she's doing well. Great. Good on her. However, I just wish people could take a bit of criticism, could just be a bit more introspective. She's 20 seconds into her video and her and a little henchman holding the gold plaque. As classy as that was. they're talking about how it's it's not very masculine to criticise her, to make reaction videos about her. Why? Why isn't it? So it's not very masculine to find her cringe. I find her cringe, sorry. I guess I'm not the most masculine guy in the world then. Whatever, I guess I'm a little cuttlefish, aren't I? Calling us all bullies, everyone who reacts to her, everyone who criticises me as a bully. That's just ridiculous, isn't it? I will say this. I don't agree with that statement that everyone who criticises her is a bully. Now, there is a legitimate point to be made in that I think a small percentage of reaction video types like myself, but not myself, right? There is a percentage of them who are fucking psychos, right? An example I can give you. I've made a number of videos. I've made some videos about Harry and Meghan, the odd one or two, over the last few months. And I think I kept it nice and light and breezy and funny and entertaining, didn't I? Yeah, I did. And I didn't get angry ever about them. No, I didn't, right? Cue the montage, right? Of me going mental in front of the camera. But I think on the whole, I avoided monetizing the irrational rage that I saw in a small percentage of the comments under my videos. Most of the comments under my videos were just sort of people, just generally sort of people saying, oh, that was funny, that was good, whatever. And they're positive, and they're not particularly incensed with, say, Harry and Meghan or Sam Smith. There's another person I react to more than just Harry and Meghan. Oh, the list is endless. Hilaria Baldwin. Hilaria. Remember her? Yeah, I did some videos about her as well. Anyway, the point is, I think, on the whole, I avoid monetizing the rage, the irrational rage. But there are some psychos out there that jump in on these pylons, right? And they try to capitalize on that irrational madness, that sickness that people have towards certain people, the irrational hatred of public figures. And Just Pearly Things she's quite big, she's probably feeling that now. There probably are people out there who are grifting on the grifter, right? I think she's a bit of a grifter, but there are probably worse grifters than her, less successful than her. Not myself not included, right? Who are just there capitalizing, monetizing on that irrational hatred, and that ain't me. No, sir. I just think it's a bit pathetic to suggest that everyone who criticises you is doing it because they're a bastard, basically. I'm not having it, all right?
I don't think your views go... Listen, YouTube for me is this. Like, a successful channel goes like this. If you know stocks, you know there's a downswing and upswing.
Shut up and take my money!
Higher highs and higher lows. Yeah? It goes up and down like this. If you have a channel like Certain Man, it goes like that.
Oh, check out the Woolwich Wolverine, eh? This guy clearly knows what he's talking about. Upswings, downswings, all that technical jargon's making me dizzy.
Get me? Lower highs and lower lows. We're doing higher highs and higher lows. Every single YouTube channel, no channel goes like that and keep going like that. No. Even Mr. Beast goes like that, goes like that, goes like that. That's how it works.
Well, it's the long game. You know, I see the long game. And that's what a lot of people think, that like throwing people under the bus in the short game is good. When in the long game, it screws you up because nobody in the industry wants to work with you, and we see your true character.
Exactly. There you go, right there. That's it. That's the grift. That's exactly what I've been trying to tell you, right? They're talking about burning bridges. They're talking about in the long game, you know, nobody's going to want to collab with you if you're criticizing everyone. I couldn't give a fuck. Do you know why? Because I don't care. I don't want to be part of some team of like conservatives or something. You know, I think it's fairly obvious for anyone who's watched me for quite a while that I'm kind of conservative leaning on a few things, right? But I find it cringe as fuck when people all sit round in a circle and wank each other off about how conservative they are. It bores the shit out of me. In fact, recently I've been feeling like the right is becoming more cringe than the left. Like the left for the last decade has just been getting more and more ridiculously cringe with all the fucking identity politics, right? But the right, I was watching something with the Daily Wire the other day when they were talking about Stephen Crowder, and Candace Owens makes some really great points about Stephen Crowder, right? I know I'm going off topic a little bit, but you'll see where I'm going with this. And she was talking about how when Stephen Crowder got his operation, they all sat round and had a prayer for him, right? On the Daily Wire. I watched that clip that Candace Owens was referring to, and it's Candace Owens, Matt Walsh, Michael Knowles, Ben Shapiro, and a couple of others all sat round smoking cigars, swilling brandy like a bunch of fucking twats.
This is a real story. Last night I had to go for a drive because it's a long story, but I had to burn down gas to take my car into the shop, and so I was going to smoke a cigar, and I was going to say my nightly prayers. I thought, I should probably pray for Crowder, because he's in this. I thought, what's great? I'm going to light up one of the cigars that Crowder sent me. Yeah. And Crowder, this guy who's a complete maniac, he sent me these beautiful cigars, and I was like, oh, pal, I'm going to send you some cigars right away from my humidor. Haven't sent him a single thing, but that guy, he,
Fucking American Psycho vibes.
The only girls with good personalities who are smart, or maybe funny, or halfway intelligent, or talented, though God knows what the fuck that means, are ugly chicks.
Absolutely.
And this is because they have to make up for how fucking unattractive they are.
But you're right, I don't want to burn bridges with the Daily Wire. My offer's still there, right? Crowder turned down 50 million. I've said I'll take 25. The ball's in your court, Shapiro. All right? Okay. It's just, maybe you shouldn't burn your bridges, all right?
We see your character, and
Exactly. Yep. You burn enough bridges, there will be none to cross.
and it's like, do masculine men make hit pieces on their friends? Is that like
Hell
something?
to the no.
And that's the thing. It's like all these gossip channels. They're so feminine.
Okay then. My stats say something very different. At least 15% of people who watch me are not women. Some of them prefer not to say. Some of them are almost certainly men. So, your little theory, all right? Shut up. Okay.
Bro,
It's like they're so feminine.
They are, man. Did you hear Big Man talking about next Big Man? Come on, bro.
Henchman makes coherent point. I don't hear Big Man talking about next Big Man. So,
Who does that, bro? That's you lot's culture that you try to promote. Nah, man. Real men, we saw it out in the cigar room.
cigar room? They really are in American Psycho. There are no cigar rooms. What cigar rooms?
We're chilling in the back. No one hears about it. They don't even know that there's disagreements. Just come, boom. This is how we in front. We're united front. In the back, we could argue, however, but they don't know about it. That's how real men do it.
You're making a reaction to the reaction videos. So isn't that even more gay or whatever you're trying to say this is? Yeah, that's not how YouTube works. You don't do it in the cigar room. You do it on a camera in front of your audience. That, as far as I know. I mean, I could just go into my cigar room and talk to, I don't know, my personal dresser or whatever, because I'm clearly a 19th century aristocrat. I'm going to insist again that you go and check out Brittany Venti's video on Just Pearly Things, which is really good. It just completely details all of the cringe shit that she does and says. And I'm just going to insist again on what I've been trying to articulate throughout this video, that I don't hate Just Pearly Things, and I agree with some of the stuff she says, but I just don't give a shit about being on Team Red Pill. Right, and it seems like it's so clear to me that she's just trying to say back to insecure men what they want to hear women say about other women. It's just ridiculously obvious to me. I'm going to show you a couple of highlights from the Brittany Venti video so that you go and check it out. I'll leave the link in the description, as I said. Take a look.
That clip you just watched is of Hannah Pearl Davis
A 26-year-old YouTuber, the latest addition to the manosphere, often referred to as the female Andrew Tate. Pearl runs a YouTube channel centered around the manosphere, hosting some of the classiest women our society has to offer.
Right, let's go there. You want to go back in the past and embarrass yourself again?
Do you want to scream? Is that what you want? Let's go!
Pearl's channel is heavily inspired by Kevin Samuels and Fresh and Fit.
Women in general, especially in the United States, England, whatever it may be, are not held accountable for their poor decisions.
Men are trash. That's common in society, right? Women are trash isn't. Men are held accountable all the time, every day.
All these women are born with value. They're pretty already. As a man, if you don't make yourself valuable, you have no value.
Women are born with value. Men must create their value. A guy doesn't lose his value just because he picks the wrong woman once.
Just men are attracted to youth, beauty, and fertility. It's been that way since the beginning of time.
Men value purity and youth. Purity, youth, beauty.
You can really get those brain juices flowing as you tune into yet another episode of the groundbreaking discussion, What's Wrong with Modern Women?, which are about as thought-provoking as an episode of Jerry Springer.
Anyway, that's just the beginning of the video, and it just gets better from there on. It's truth bomb after truth bomb, and I don't know how anyone can watch this video of Brittany Venti's and then go back and take Just Pearly Things seriously. But hey, I don't know. And again, I wish all the best to Just Pearly Things. You know, I hope she becomes a bit more introspective. I hope she, I don't know, allows for a bit more nuance in her life. Okay? Like me! If only the world were more like me. Yeah? Just a Sigma male out there on his own. Alright? Not part of any team. Fuck off Team Red Pill. Fuck off Team Blue Pill. I'm Daniel Boland and I don't take any orders from anyone. Alright? Alright. That's just so we're clear, okay? I'm a rebel. I'm a maverick. Oh, shut up. Alright, thanks for watching. See you in the next one. Like, share, subscribe, all the rest of it. Bye-bye.